What's good? We are here. We are back. It is the summertime. There we go. Go ahead. It's Hoops and Brews.
We don't have anything to talk about today. So
we have the summer. I bought all summer beers for today's show, courtesy of the fans. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to y'all for donating in the super chats. Shout out to y'all for buying the merch. If you haven't been in, we gotta, Pavy, we gotta come up with a new merch collection for the new season. So start thinking on that. Some headbands. Some headbands. Yeah, for real. We gonna make. All right, we can get some headbands. If y'all want us to make some headbands, let us know. We'll make some headbands. But man, it's the summertime. It's Saturday. We all got jobs, but we ain't got shit to do. So we just about to talk hoops. And we're about to, figure out where this conversation is going to go because we literally have no topics. I mean, we got a few things that we might want to hit. So it's going to be very interesting. We got 2 6-packs.
Real quick.
Let's get
Knicks, how you feel about them?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not? Why you want to talk about the Knicks?
We can talk about the Knicks.
Look, first of all, I just want to say, I think they're in a good place. I love RJ Barrett.
We're not in a bad place. We're just not where I think a lot of us hoped we'd be.
Big Kevin Durant.
We didn't talk to any free agents, any top free agents.
True.
Realistically, we didn't even have a conversation with them, and that I think as a fan is disheartening. But at the same time, can I say I'm surprised? Absolutely not. In my perspective, the Knicks won't be good until James Dolan decides to sell the team, and I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I'm a Knicks, Mets, and Jets fan. I'm used to being a tortured soul.
That's tough.
It is what it is. But I'm not mad at where we're at. But we're.
I think they're gonna be solid. Actually, I think.
You think we're gonna make the playoffs?
They probably won't make the playoffs, but they're gonna be closer than what people think. Cause look, you get RJ. Pretty much, you need guys to play better than what we expect. Like we need RJ to be
have a random team
rookie of the year.
I think that's a very high chance.
Yeah, then you have Julius, who's coming off of a good
Y'all
season.
was just sitting up here talking about how Zion needs his own shoe right before we started this, and now y'all saying that RJ's going to be
his brand is bigger than RJ's.
That's absolutely. But that don't mean he's going to be a better basketball player.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
We'll see.
I just don't like the way the Knicks were using RJ as summer.
You like our team? You like our roster? Or no, go ahead. I'm sorry. You were saying you don't like the way they used him as summer.
I just think that RJ is they had Kadeem Allen running point guard. I'm like, bro, give RJ the ball and let the man figure out what like this is your future. Why is anybody touching the ball?
They need to use him like James.
Yes, they can use him like James Harden. Like, bro, I rock with Alonzo Trier.
We got
can hoop.
Yeah.
But why is he handling the ball?
You sound like Kanye. He's like, I fuck with the Gaga songs, but what the fuck does she know about cameras?
No, seriously, literally, I love Trier. Trier can ball. Great isolation player. I think that him as a 6 man for the Knicks is great in the future. But the future is RJ Barrett. Give that man the ball and let that man figure it out.
Yeah, no, they've got some good players on the team. It's just a random roster.
As far as the roster, I think that
like Taj, Julius Randle.
Not to cut you off, as far as the roster, I think that what they want to do is like make sure they get guys who can at least kind of teach the young guys. Like for one, Taj is coming back home. Taj is from Brooklyn. I think he's coming back home in New York. I think they want to get some guys who can just instill a culture in the locker room. And also, you never know what trades may come available during the season. And you got guys who are on 2-year deals. So it's like, if you got 2-year deals and you got picks. So it's like, if you think there's a guy who's like a 84 rated on 2K, and you can piece up some of the guys you got and trade them for with a pick.
I'm okay with the fact that we didn't try and build around a superstar. I'm okay that we drafted and, got a top tier pick. So if the Knicks are trying to build out a young core around Trier, Barrett, and Dennis Smith Jr., great. I've been a Knicks fan long enough to know that might not work. So
the Dennis thing is the thing that.
Hey, can I say one thing real quick? I'm sorry. Off the Wall was Michael Jackson's best album. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Somebody put that in the chat. I had to respond to that. I saw that. I didn't want that to fade away.
The Dennis Smith thing is I think that
we're gonna play a game afterwards.
Not Thriller. That's wild.
Take one song off Thriller. You have to take one song off Thriller.
Nah.
Yeah. No, what you mean? That nah. No, Thriller.
Stop. I hate when you say
Thriller.
Exactly.
Take the off of Thriller.
Stop.
Thriller is not the Thriller is the worst song on Thriller.
No, it's not. No, it's not. G.
Thriller is
fucking not.
Thriller is legit the worst song on Thriller.
No, it's not. G.
I know why you're saying this, but it's no.
No, Thriller is the worst song on Thriller. It is. It's culturally like the greatest shit ever, but it's the worst song on Thriller. That's like if This Is America would be on like a random Childish Gambino project. It might have won Record of the Year. It's not gonna be the best song on that album.
You're wild.
I don't give a fuck.
You're wild.
It's not.
Hey,
it's not. It's other songs on that album, G.
You might be right.
Thriller is the worst song on Thriller, G. Thriller is the worst song on Thriller. I'm sorry, it's not this conversation, but Thriller is the worst song on Thriller.
Lady in My Life, don't really rock with. Girl Is Mine, I rock with Overtime. If I had to take a song off, I'm taking off Lady in My Life. I never liked that song.
Because you have to think the way you have to think about it is the Thriller video was amazing. But if you just listen to the album and cruising in the car,
exactly.
When
the last time you just randomly bumped Thriller?
When the last time I played a Michael Jackson song? When was the last time I played a Michael Jackson song?
I play Michael Jackson songs all the time.
I don't.
Yeah, I listen to it.
I still listen to Mike.
I listen to Mike in seasons. It'll be like a week. It was like I want to hear Michael Jackson this week, and I'll play Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't listen to him all the time. But every now and then I play it.
That's wild, because Thriller really might be the song.
He's right. He might. Right.
That's crazy.
Thriller is the worst song on Thriller.
The video is amazing, but
y'all love The Girl Is Mine. Do y'all love that song?
Not really.
Yeah.
No,
it grew on you, right?
Because with Paul McCartney, that's fire.
Is it the fact that it's the best? It's a great song, or the fact that he's on it?
It's just like one of the first groovy synth anthems.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, synth anthems.
Yeah.
For real.
True.
It's just like, come be with me instead of being with him. Be mine.
Yeah.
It's like, what's wrong with y'all?
There'd be no
Y'all
Drake
wild.
without The Girl Is Mine.
Man, facts.
Exactly. My bad. I ain't mean
you good. Back to the Knicks.
But no, I hear you on that. I do like the Randall. Like I actually think Randall could be an all-star in New York.
I
agree.
3-time all-star in New York.
I agree.
So I don't what? Why? He averaged fucking 20 and 10 last year. You averaged 20 and 10
He's
in New York.
going to the Knicks.
Great.
They are the New York Knickerbockers.
They play in fucking New York.
He's going to the New York Knickerbockers.
He's playing in New York. They're gonna give you a double-double.
No.
All-star.
Who voted for that man?
32 games.
And he gives you a double-double.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up
He'll
all-star.
be a reserve.
Who's voting for that man?
Fucking New York.
Who voted for that man?
New York. The
players
17
get half
million people that live in New
The
York.
players get half the vote now. You're not voting on Julius Randle.
Why would you not if he give you 20 and 10?
And they win in 32 games? 32 games?
Because how many
32 games?
What they win this year?
What? Like how much?
16?
Like 16?
16, 18
What?
games?
Zach might be all-star. They might win 32 games. It might be a lot of people that's all-star.
The
in the
Bulls
East
are
that
not
might
going to win 32
games.
games. The Bulls are going to win more than 32 games.
Okay.
The Bulls are going to win 40 games next year. And Larry Markkinen is going to be the all-star next year, not Zach
It's gonna be
LaVine.
Zach LaVine.
Remember,
Larry's nice.
mark my words.
I do not
Larry
like
Markkinen
He
never
rocks with,
lost.
He rocks with
Larry
Larry
Markkinen
Markkinen.
never
He
lost.
rocks with Larry Markkinen,
Markkinen
7-foot JJ
never
Redick.
lost.
Way more than what I
Larry
rock with Larry
Markkinen never lost.
I don't rock with Larry like that.
A 7-foot JJ Redick would be hard, especially if he gives you 11 rebounds
But
a
he's
game.
not that.
But he's not
wild.
aggressive
He's
enough.
not shooting like
What?
that.
He's not that.
I tell him that he's not that all the time.
He's cool.
He's
No,
cool.
he's
He's
not.
He's cool.
Y'all wild. Have y'all not
He
seen
got
this man?
game.
I have seen.
Yeah, I like
Zach
that.
LaVine is
Come
way
on,
better.
man. No,
Like-
he's not.
Zach LaVine is a much
Zach
better
LaVine is
basketball
also
player.
older.
I think
bro.
you like the efficiency of Laurie, and I appreciate
I like
that.
efficient
Yeah.
players. That's
Yeah,
why
I
I like
appreciate that, but
Dirk didn't have to put up 1,000,000 shots to get 1,000,000 points. He did sometimes, but he didn't always have to depend on that shit. Julius Randle is not gonna be no fucking all-star in
Yes,
New
he
York.
will.
Okay, no, he's not.
Gee, no.
Karis LeVert got a better chance of being an all-star in New York than
No
Julius
way.
Randle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look, real quick.
Stop
Debatable. I don't
Stop
hate
it.
that take. Wait, real quick.
Karis LeVert.
If we remember,
DeAndre Jordan got a better chance of being an all-star.
You're lying. If we remember,
No, I'm not.
When you go back to last year,
Yeah.
before LeVert had the horrible injury, LeVert was the one that they were talking about might be an all-star
all-star,
and not
yeah,
D'Lo.
not DeAndre,
It was
yeah.
LeVert. So I don't hate that take. But gee, if Julius come out here and give you, for one, I think Julius is still getting better. Last year he gave you what, 20 and 10?
Yeah.
If he come out here and give you 22, 23 and 10, which is very possible, that's not all-star type numbers
And they're-
in New York.
And they're winning
Bro,
more
Laurie's
games
gonna
than
be
everybody
better.
think.
No,
Laurie's
he
gonna
is
be better.
not.
Yes, he is. Watch.
No.
Watch.
Laurie is not better than Julius Randle.
Actually, how about this? I bet you a bottle do say that Laurie is going to average more points, more rebounds, and he's going to shoot better from the 3-point line to free-point line.
All of them?
I'm not taking that.
All of them?
From the three, he gonna do better on all of them categories, and he gonna average more assists than Julius Randle.
Come on. Oh, not
Well, actually, no. I'll take away the assists.
Shake my head.
Not the assists.
More points.
More points and rebounds. More points and rebounds.
Let's go.
And he gonna shoot better from the free throw line.
Let's go. Pay me my bottle.
I will.
Pay me my bottle.
I will see you next year.
Yeah.
He's stuck in the percentages. You know that man ain't no shooter.
Of course.
He's stuck in the percentages. You know that man ain't no shooter.
So what? Laurie, I'm telling you, it don't matter. Actually, we can just stick with points and we can stick with rebounds. Points and rebounds.
Yeah, that's a great bet.
I'm telling you that.
Okay, but question. So I know Steph. Let's get to know you better. So who's your basketball allegiance?
Don't let me down, Laurie.
Say it one more time.
Who does your basketball allegiance go to?
Oh, I'm a Laker fan, man. All day, yeah, man. LA do.
Can I ask you a question?
Till the day I die, man.
What was the starting lineup of the Los Angeles Lakers the year before they drafted Kobe Bryant?
What was it? Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones. Who else was there? Was it Cedric Sabalas wasn't there. I can't remember. But I just know I know Dale Harris was there, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel.
Cedric Sabalas was there.
He was there? Yeah. Eldon Campbell. And
one more.
Was it
the easiest one.
Easiest one, bro.
It's the easiest
Magic
one.
Johnson.
No. I mean, well,
he wasn't there. The year before Kobe was drafted.
Technically, wait.
No, he was not there.
No, wait. Technically, Magic did come back for like 20 games that season.
Yeah.
The 95, 96 season.
No, he played the year before they drafted Kobe.
Literally.
He was not
came back for like 32 games.
He was not in the starting lineup.
He was starting when he was there. But it's Vlade, though.
It's Vlade.
There we go, Vlade.
You have to do the list. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll shake your hand on that one.
Man, yeah.
Because I meet a lot of Laker fans, and then they really just be Kobe and Shaq fans. I'm not that mad at that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like.
But do y'all remember Sedell 3?
Yes.
I was G. Last night.
I was watching when he was playing.
Bro, last night I had a woman over. We was watching Blazers, Lakers, 1992 playoffs.
Yo, this man make. I should say this
92 playoffs.
Why are you torturing women?
Man.
We had a great conversation about how they're
making women watch playoff basketball. Diamond Life and an NBA playoff game from the 90s is not a good time. Turn on Stranger Things and some shit. Goddamn,
no, literally.
Look at that pick and roll coverages.
We had a great conversation.
Stop this torture. This is torture.
Look, we had a great conversation while Sedell 3, whatever his name is, Sedell 3 went for 22, and the Lakers won in overtime. We had a great conversation.
You gotta stop.
While Chris Brown Indigo album played in the background.
You wild, G.
What you mean?
You wild,
What you mean?
These women that you hang out with are interesting characters.
James Worthy was the best player.
He actually was not playing.
Oh, he was hurt?
He was hurt. He played, I think, 56 games this season. So he was hurt for the playoff run, so he wasn't even on the court.
Yeah.
So I guess Sedell was the best player.
Yeah,
on the
that's
team.
tough.
But yeah, so we had a great conversation. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Funny you say that name.
But yeah, Lakers, man. Lakers is the squad. Huge Laker fan. I'm hoping they do something this year. LeBron owes us, so.
That's how y'all look at it.
Literally,
damn,
bro,
it's so crazy because like Lakers fans do not rock with LeBron.
I know.
Lakers fans do not like LeBron, bro.
And
that's not true. You didn't see how mad they be getting whenever I say anything about LeBron? That's not true.
That's LeBron fans. It ain't Lakers fans. That's LeBron fans.
Yeah.
There's a difference. You have LeBron like me who transferred to the Lakers. And now I'm here.
No, it's Lakers fans too.
No.
They're bandwagon fans, G.
I respect.
They like LA. They like what the Lakers represent, and they like that it's LA.
Yeah.
They don't rock with
LeBron.
I will never forget that game when Bron missed them 2 free throws and Patty Mills gave them G. Everybody was on the ring like he ain't Kobe. Kobe would have made it. I'm like, first of all, Kobe would not have made that long 3. Kobe would have missed the fuck out that 3. That long 3 that Bron hit, Kobe would have missed the fuck out that bitch.
I can't say that. Kobe hit some crazy shots, man.
He pulled up from 34 feet.
Portland? He made them 2 big time shots.
Crazy shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kobe would have made that. Not that one. The free throws he would have made, but he would have made that one. But I remember, like, they do not really rock with at all Kobe. Bron.
It's just tough because for years, we had Kobe. And the guy that everyone compared to, was LeBron. They had commercial with the puppies and stuff. So it was like you had to. We chose our side, then we end up getting. LeBron. That's like if Jordan would have went to play for the Pistons.
Yeah.
All them fans would have been like, man, damn, we used to try to crush this dude. Now I gotta cheer for him. So it's just you have to adapt. But now it's like we all in. We know LeBron is all in. the work that he's putting in, helping us getting AD and everything like that.
Does AD's comment scare you? Because AD been talking about Chicago a lot lately.
Yeah, but I don't think he want. He gonna live there probably in the summer. But I wouldn't be scared.
Look, AD been talking about Chicago a whole lot.
He's on what, a 2-year contract? 2-3-year contract?
Nah, last year.
Yes, last year.
He's not gonna get one ring and go to the Bulls. Stop it.
I'm not so sure about that.
The only way
I'm
I'm scared as a Laker fan is if he leaves
Zach Lowry and
Rich
AD.
Paul.
Come on now, G.
Is it who?
If he leaves Rich
you wouldn't
Paul,
like that?
yeah. If he leaves the
They'll figure it out.
They got auto
agency,
contract.
then I'll be like, damn. But as long as LeBron there, Rich Paul gonna make sure
They get rid of
AD.
everybody on
I
that
need
team,
you in
I'm
LA
telling
because LeBron trying to get a couple before he go.
But see, I hate when people say that though. Because people act like Rich Paul is just like the LeBron agent. It's like he has clients that he has to do well.
He's got a lot of clients.
No, yeah, he got a lot of clients, yeah. But with AD, he's like, this is where you can get like everything that you need from your career, because if you become that next big in LA that win, you're gonna be on billboards. You're gonna get like different deals, like you can do the movie thing.
That's his job.
You know what I'm
though.
saying? So
as his agent, though, that's his job.
Yeah,
like he's more
true.
than just his basketball agent.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Paul is where he is because he understands that like there's a brand entity around ball players, especially in big markets like that. Anthony Davis is one of those ball players that people recognize really because of the brow, and he's tall as shit. But
he won in Kentucky.
Yeah, he won in Kentucky. So like he's got that. He's gonna be in the next Space Jam. They're gonna try and make him that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad at Rich Paul.
If you go to Chicago, that shit is not gonna happen like that.
I agree. And whenever Bulls fans get upset about like a major free agent not going to the Bulls, it literally comes down to the same shit every time. Players don't want to play in the cold ass weather in Chicago. They don't want to live there in the winter, and
Also, the Bulls
it's also just not that. It's not that market where you have. Look, we all are very familiar with Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that market. It's getting there, but it's not that market where you can be a superstar.
And also, the Bulls have never really ever gotten free agents. Like I remember talking on the phone with my dad, and he was like, "Man, I don't see no moves being made." I'm like, "Dad, you never saw no moves."
Y'all are great at developing
talent.
talent and then letting them walk.
Like I think people have to remember what the Bulls franchise was before they got
DJ Augustine's balling
Yeah,
down in Orlando because of y'all.
Like it's not like the Bulls are really some historic franchise.
No.
They just happen to draft the greatest player ever. And that's what happens when you got the greatest player ever.
Yeah,
it's true. Not like this is like the Celtics, even the Warriors are a more historic franchise than the Bulls.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like the Bulls just happen to draft Michael Jordan. So it's not like they have some, like literally outside of MJ, what's the Bulls' history?
There isn't really much one.
I mean, you had the D Rose thing, but that like,
but prior to that, no, you didn't really have much of a history.
No, I mean, like if you take away Michael Jordan from the franchise.
So I'm saying 70s Bulls basketball is not exciting.
Cool.
They're the Clippers.
It's okay.
They would be the Clippers.
A little bit.
The Clippers had
a little better than the Clippers. The Clippers were desolate, bro.
When?
The Clippers were
in the 90s.
No, in
the 80s too. 80s too.
When they had
when were they
the
good?
Buffalo Braves,
the Clippers were good when they were in San Diego.
And they traded them. They traded Bob McAdoo for nobody.
Clippers were good when they were in San Diego.
McAdoo was.
They were
really
okay.
good.
They weren't good.
It's good the word you want to use.
They were never
when they had World Be Free, it's good the words you want to use.
Nah.
Y'all remember Keith Kloss?
I do not remember Keith Kloss.
Keith Kloss, he had the big red freckle face. He was on the Clippers during the 90s, but they were terrible.
It's a bar.
I tell people right now, I don't want to see no Clippers bandwagon fans. If you was not there cheering on Michael Olowokandi, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's crazy because
I'm on the Clippers bandwagon.
Hey, because
if you was not excited about Michael Olowokandi getting drafted,
I wasn't excited about Chris Paul, but I said that when they had Chris Paul. But I said once they got rid of Chris Paul, then I would actually get root for.
That's not a draft though. I'm talking about.
I don't care about the draft though, but I remember when they drafted him.
If you don't know who Chris Kaman is, cut this off.
Exactly. If you don't remember who the caveman is,
cut this off.
If you don't remember the caveman, cut this off.
Remember Sean Rooks?
If you don't remember young Sean Livingston, cut it off.
If you remember Derek Coleman, I don't want to talk to you.
Derek Coleman.
D. Cole.
If you don't remember Othello Harrington, I don't want to talk to you.
Man.
Othello Harrington. But
hey, it's crazy because one of my shows, Don't At Me, we just had Clipper Darrow on.
Don't At Me is a fire name for a show.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
I like that.
We had Clipper Darrow on there, Lakers, Clippers, he was talking his shit, I was talking mine. But just to think about the impact of the Clippers is that if they go on like a nice little run winning and the Lakers just never reach that level with LeBron, you're gonna have a lot of fans growing up as Clippers fans.
Clippers fans,
because all they're gonna remember is. Even if they were old enough to see Chris Paul in Lob City, everybody was talking about that in the city. And then now with Paul George and Kawhi, man, it would never be a full-on Clipper city, but it can kind of be split. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with the fact that they're getting a new stadium. So it's like, I mean, like Inglewood and downtown is a very long distance away.
Yeah.
And like I even like did the podcast, and I always felt like the Clippers were, especially since like this new era started, have been a little bit more for like the culture.
True.
The reason being is tickets are cheaper.
Yeah.
Like people can actually afford to go to Clippers games.
Yeah,
you can't just wake up one day and be like, man, I feel like seeing basketball. I want to go see a Lakers game.
Clippers games are ridiculous. Clippers tickets have always been ridiculously cheap. You could go see a good ass Clippers
$25.
game. Gee, I think I sat on the floor for like $40 one time.
Damn. Like it's no seriously.
No, for real.
It's like
but it's worth it.
Yeah. This is the thing that I hate though, because like I went to a Memphis Grizzlies game earlier this year.
Who was playing on that day?
They were playing the Jazz.
Oh my God, that was a yucky game.
It wasn't that bad.
Who was on that? Was DeLon there yet?
No, wait.
He wasn't there.
Was who there?
DeLon Wright.
I don't think so. Who?
Mike Conley.
Oh yeah, this
Mike Conley was
telling
playing
about Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
But the Grizzlies ended up winning. But what I'm getting at is if I lived in a small market, look, that team actually was kind of stacked. It didn't make sense. I kind of like I'm watching the starting lineup and I'm like, this who y'all got? Like, I don't follow Memphis Grizzlies basketball.
Oh.
You know, shame on me. Like, but I'm like, yo, if I am even remotely close to a market where there's basketball, especially a small market, like, I never understand when small market teams don't support, or small market communities don't support those teams.
Yeah.
Like if I lived in Memphis and I had to go to a game and that's all there was to do, I'd be at games all the time. So the thing is like I think people have to understand, especially in LA, like the Clippers don't really get the love that the Lakers traditionally have, but it's always something to do, and it's always like, well, they're still here. You know, like they haven't been trash in a while.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're gonna have a nice following after a while if they can remotely keep shit up. I mean,
but think about this: they allowed Clipper Darryl to show up and do all his craziness at games and was just cool with it. You cannot show up to a Laker game doing that.
Nah.
Security gonna be like, man, get this.
Lakers games are like going to the club. Like,
man,
I got a phone of Clipper Darryl in my. I got a picture of him in my phone with his hands raised and like he in the middle of the aisle like this.
Yeah.
You are not doing that at a Laker game.
Lakers games are like
sir,
and actually, I think that like Clippers games is what I like. For instance, so I always say about the Sparks, right? I think the Sparks, as far as like going to a game, put on a really good show.
Yeah.
Like it's a really good family fun event. I feel like Lakers games have like the lure, they turn the lights down. But if we're talking about like an actual show, family fun event, I think the Clippers have a more family fun, better show than what the Lakers had. The Lakers are just the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. I think, you know, we get spoiled living in major markets where, you know, this is just like it's regular to be able to have. I mean, let's be real. Anytime the sports teams are good in a city, everybody like feels good about that shit. It's gonna be so dope to have, you know, a really good Clippers team. I mean, let's be real. We brought 3 of the top 10 players into this market.
Oh, you a Clipper fan?
I'm not.
4 of the top 10 players. In
4,
this market. I mean, and actually you got
John Boogie.
No. I mean, really. Well, you talking about this
I
summer?
meant this summer.
Oh yeah.
3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. I mean, I mean, from that perspective.
Possibly 4.
I thought you meant over like this past couple of years.
Yeah, if Boogie can get back to, you know, what we know he can do when he's healthy.
It was only like 2 seasons ago that him and Anthony Davis were putting up 80 between the two.
Crazy.
And an Achilles and a quad ago.
Yeah.
We gotta stop.
True.
But
I agree.
But see, here's my thing with Boogie though, right? It's like Boogie is very skilled and he's so big that I think he can still go out. Not granted, it's not gonna be the 25, 15, 8 that he was once giving you. I think he can still give you 17 and 10, 17 and 8.
And that's not bad on the championship team.
That's just not.
Yeah.
That's not.
He was actually doing a pretty good job playing with Golden State.
Like,
he was.
when he played in Golden State, he gave you 16 and 10 in like 26 minutes. Even like, and like, I feel like Boogie didn't really do himself too many favors playing in the finals because, and also I don't think the Warriors did him any favors by leaving him in some of the positions defensively that they put him in. Like, why are you having that man switch on the perimeter?
Yeah.
Like, why are you leaving that man out there? That man quad on fire and you got him switching on Kawhi G. What you think gonna happen?
Yeah.
You're not really doing that man no favors. And even last year I was critical. Well, I thought before the season like Boogie's defense would be an issue. Some games it was. But again, you don't play defense by yourself, and I think that being next to AD, being next to some of the other guys that he'll have around him, he can be decent defensively. Now he's not gonna come out here and be Patrick Ewing, but he can be decent and serviceable for 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. I think that he has a chance to really, get himself together because he's gonna be out here. He's gonna have that motivation in practice with him daily because him and AD, they play well off of each other. So it's going to be like, let's kind of get back to that. But with him, it's just health, man. Just like you said, if you ain't healthy, that's the best ability to have is availability.
But as a Lakers fan, you expect the best. Like, y'all when you came in, you said LeBron owes us a championship.
Yeah.
Like,
the reason why
y'all expect the best from y'all players. Like,
man, and it matters to players. So LeBron just came off of that year he had with Cleveland. So us Laker fans are looking like, man, you got Ingram. If he can make all these guys better, like, that's what they say, he makes everyone better around him. If he made Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma all better, that's a team that was good enough to win like 45 to 50 games.
50
if he would have went to the Clippers, they could have won a championship.
Yeah, with Lou Will and Montrez and those guys.
But again, I think the one crazy, sad thing about last year is we'll never really know.
Yeah.
Because again, you really only saw that team healthy twice.
Yeah, true.
Like maybe 2 times all year. Christmas when they beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
Beat the what they did. They like on Christmas, everything that I thought would happen against the Warriors happened.
It happened.
It happened. So you never really saw what this team could become.
True.
And then Lonzo gets hurt. Like, I think if they stay healthy, it's a playoff team. And if you get that team in the playoffs, I mean, they were like top 10 in defense when Lonzo was playing. And if you get that team in the playoffs with Bron and he's healthy, who knows what you could do?
Because they were the 4th seed when they won on Christmas, after that game.
The only teams that I think would have really been a huge issue for them were the Rockets. And I think the Rockets, because guarding Harden on the perimeter and not fouling him is extremely hard to do. The Warriors, I thought they had the size and length to compete with them at every single position. Which is why, I didn't want to trade Ingram because I'm like, people don't realize Clay is a 6'7" shooting guard, right? There's not many shooting guards at 6'7". No. So if he jumps up, most people can't even really contest his shot.
True. Yeah.
Like Steph Curry. People think Steph Curry is just some regular. Gee, he's 6'3".
6'3", yeah.
He's 6'3" with a 35-inch vertical. Man. With a handle. Yeah. Most he's when you look at Trae Young and look at Steph Curry, there was a huge difference between the two guards. Steph looks like a fucking giant next to Trae. But Lonzo looks like a giant next to Steph. Like when Lonzo contests a step shot, Steph probably can't see the rim. Yeah. So if we're looking at length and if we're looking at defensively, I feel like they were one of the few teams that could actually match up with the Warriors. So I thought that if they would get into the playoffs and depending on matchup, who knows what that team could have been last year.
The thing is, this is the LA Lakers, so at the end of the day, while I think a lot of fans liked the young core, it wasn't considered to be acceptable, and no one wanted to see. It's unfortunate, but nobody really wanted to see the development of this team with LeBron. The narrative is we need stars right now, and we need to win right now. And so, while I'm not mad at the move, especially for New Orleans, I think New Orleans came up.
No, they did.
At the end of the day, this isn't one of those markets. If this was anywhere else in the country, aside from maybe New York, it would have been okay to keep that team together for 3 seasons. But being that this is the Lakers, y'all weren't going to have that. And it is what it is.
I think at first, a lot of Laker fans I know, we were hoping to just go.
It was exciting to see for
the young core, but adding LeBron changed everything to where it's all right, we got this guy. 4 years, we have to win. So if LeBron didn't come, if he would have stayed in Cleveland or went somewhere else, we would have been fine with, all right, let's let Ingram grow, let's let Lonzo grow and see what they can become. And then I'm pretty sure we'll get free agents here and there. But once we got LeBron, it became man, it's no time to wait. This guy barely has, Father Time is undefeated. So we don't know what can happen. So it's we need you to win right now. So it's we have to go get AD.
Yeah, because it's over. It's over. I told y'all. We saw
the
end of the era. We saw the end of the era when my man Steph Curry and my man's Kevin Durant ended them in Cleveland. The man's era is over. I welcome you all to the second stage of LeBron James' career. Because this is what it is. He is no longer the guy. He is the second best guy on his team now for the first time ever.
Is that a problem?
It's great. It's great. But everybody got to realize No, literally. It's great. But everybody has to realize that.
Love.
No, I do say that.
He don't say that with love.
No, literally. When they lost to Golden State the first time, when they got KD, what did I tell you? I told you that I literally said on the show, I was like, yo, RIP anything that I ever got to say about LeBron because he's never going to ever get to the point where he going to win a championship again. So only thing I'm going to be doing is looking for LeBron to get better in the second half of his career. Maybe he could sneak one more in. I told you that shit 2 years ago. I literally go back and fucking find the episode. Somebody, one of you nerds.
Hard claim to make.
No. Like, what do you mean it wasn't a hard claim to make?
How are they gonna?
So it's not me hating on the man. I've been telling y'all this shit for years. I've been saying this shit for years. Even last year I told y'all that the shit wasn't gonna happen the way you said it was gonna happen.
Come out here and start averaging 18 points. G. You acting like it's really.
We don't know that.
Okay, G.
We don't know that.
18 points.
We don't know that.
Okay, G. Okay.
If he playing point guard, we don't know that.
Okay, G. And if he give you 18 at point guard, it's gonna be like with like 10 and 10, G.
No, it's not.
Bro,
Bron not giving you 10 rebounds. Bron not trying to get down there and grab no rebounds. He's not Russ. He gonna gladly let DeMarcus and Anthony grab every single rebound they want.
I agree.
Boogie, you want your contract? Earn that motherfucker.
JaVale, go get it.
Catch that motherfucking ball, Boogie.
Yeah.
Catch that goddamn ball.
Them motherfuckers ain't young either.
No,
No, they not. I mean, AD is young.
Yeah,
AD is what, 26, right?
Yeah. I mean, technically Boogie's young. He just hurt.
No, Boogie's like 29, right?
28. But
JaVale isn't ancient.
Huh?
JaVale isn't ancient.
JaVale like 30 something.
Yeah, but you gotta think like how many miles are really on JaVale's body?
A lot.
No, G. JaVale wasn't out there playing like 30 minutes.
A lot of goofball, man.
JaVale wasn't out there playing 30 minutes.
In Denver?
Huh?
In Denver?
Where was he playing 30? How many minutes has JaVale averaged throughout his career?
Because I know he played with the Wizards, but he didn't really play much.
Boogie, it will be 29 this year.
Boogie, okay.
JaVale is
he's
31,
in his prime.
and the most minutes he's ever played in the season is 27.
And all his minutes.
I mean,
it's like,
but look. But I'm finna read you Boogie's gameplay for his career. 81 games, 84 games, 75 games, 71 games, 59 games, 65 games, 72 games, 48 games, 30 games.
I
mean, it's not. He like the stock market ticket. That shit going up and down.
He just got to take care of his body
he
and
really
weight
does.
issue, man.
He gotta lose. I hope he's 270, so he lost 20 pounds. So he's 250.
He should lose.
Told you not that much bigger than Zubac. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but I don't think Boogie was actually
Zubac.
270 when they said he was 270.
I'm not worried about
I feel like Boogie more so close about 285 when they said that.
Yeah.
Zubac 240. I'm not worried about Boogie Zubac. Zubac will be all right. Shout out to my man Zupac. I'm so glad that they traded you to the Clippers so I can still watch you at the Lakers.
Man.
Shout out to my man. He liked the name. Shout out to Daniel Buss as well for coming up with the name Zupac back. You remember that? You remember that name, Zupac. You remember the name.
That's wild.
Serious.
Hey, I was kind of mad the Lakers did trade him. I thought he was a nice piece. I don't know why they kept wanting to start McGee. Like, he had a great game versus Golden State on Christmas, and then like they got Chandler. I'm like, you don't need that. Let Zubac play. That's why I was disappointed this year. The fact that they came in saying that we got LeBron, but we're gonna let the young guys play and see what we can do. But you weren't letting Zubac play. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't let Lonzo play.
Yeah, you brought in Rondo.
But this is a reason.
That's Luke Walton, though. That's Luke Walton.
Literally just going to say
trash.
it's the reason that all this shit went. Not the reason, but one of the reasons all this shit went bad was Luke Walton was not a good coach.
But see, I don't want to put everything on Luke.
I'm not going to put everything on Luke. I'm not going to put everything on Luke.
But maybe Bron was like, man, we need some vets. You got to play these vets.
No, like, again, it's like, for one, I thought LeBron would handle the ball a little bit less. I thought he would play off ball a little bit more.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did
but
too.
Because like, G,
I didn't.
If you got Rondo and you got Lonzo, what the fuck is the point of you holding like G? Rondo can't spot up shoot. Rondo not no scorer. Lonzo ain't either. If you finna dribble the ball all day and basically make your point guard the fucking de facto shooting guard, what's going on?
Yeah, why do you sign this guy?
Literally, if you look at LeBron's success, for the most part, he's never actually played point guard, but he's basically had his point guards playing like a two guard.
Yeah.
Mo Williams, even
Scoring
Mario was
guards.
spotting up. Kyrie was basically just a mercenary. That's why he left.
Him and Zoe look decent together, though. Him and Zoe looked decent together.
They were
it was
decent.
him and Rondo.
That didn't work.
But literally, like I told you numerous times, and we looked up the numbers numerous times, in terms of touches on that team, it was LeBron, it was Ingram, then it was Rondo, then it was Lonzo. It shouldn't have been the way.
Yeah.
I agree
Shouldn't
with
have been
you.
the way.
No, look,
actually, you know what? Low-key,
they shouldn't have
it
signed
should have been the
Rondo.
way. Actually, I'm going to look that up.
I think Rondo. I think Rondo was a good. No,
they should have got a
yeah,
scoring. They should have got a scoring guard off the bench because if you knew you wanted somebody, if you knew you wanted Lonzo to be the guy,
the issue is Lonzo was hurt coming into the season, so he didn't even have an off season.
But you knew he was gonna eventually have to get there as far as health wise. So it's like
did you know that?
You're the second pick. We're gonna make you become this point guard.
I feel you, but did you really know that though?
Yeah, because he was working out during the summer, so they saw him working.
Yeah, but he was rehabbing during the summer. Like this is the first time during the summer when he actually gets to. I think the bone bruise is healed. When he actually gets to go out and get better.
Yeah, work on his game.
Because last year it was all him rehabbing from surgery. And then he got hurt mid-season, like, again.
So here's the numbers. Last year on the Lakers, touches. LeBron, 85 touches a game. Rajon Rondo, 71.3 touches a game. Lonzo Ball, 64.5 touches a game. Brandon Ingram, 60 touches a game. Kyle Kuzma, 50 touches a game. And then Caruso, I'm not going to count him because he didn't play that many games. KCP was next at 35. JaVale, 32. There should be no reason why Rajon Rondo has more touches per game than Lonzo Ball.
But also,
that is bad coaching. That is terrible coaching, and that's the reason why. I don't want to hear that, man. And the touches were like this all season long. Go back and watch any one of them King watches, and you can see.
Listen. I think if Lonzo would have been healthy the entire year, the touches would have looked different.
Bro, the touches were the same, period.
No,
stop that, man.
No, because look, even when they did let Rondo run the offense, right? Ran the show. He ran it against the Kings. Great game. I think 2 nights later was a Rockets game, and he got hurt for the rest of the season. Like Lonzo was stopping and starting all year, so you really never even got a chance to
Rondo should never be second on your team in touches.
Rondo can't Lonzo came in the season hurt.
It don't matter. He should not be second on your team in touches.
If it couldn't be Lonzo, then who would you have? Kuz?
I would rather you give Ingram or Kuzma the touches.
Let Ingram be.
Give Kuzma the touches. The man gave you 18.7 points per game. Get a man the ball some more.
Yeah.
Get a man the goddamn ball.
You can't create for other people yet.
It don't matter. Get a man the ball more. You don't know what he can do.
At that point,
can somebody pass me a beer me, please?
That was the issue for me of signing Rondo was because you added this pressure to Lonzo. Which one?
Let me get the Sierra Nevada. Appreciate
so
it.
you added that pressure to Lonzo because it's like, damn, you go get a point guard who y'all want me to do a similar job. Like you brought in Rondo to be a playmaker and things like that. To where if you would have got a guard that was just a guy that was a shooter or something, that's like a poor man Mo Williams to back him up. Then it's like Lonzo would have came in like, okay, it's all on me to play make. And like you said, LeBron, at the beginning of the season, he talked about how he wanted to play more like Jordan and Kobe, which he didn't because next thing you know, he was bringing the ball up and doing all that. So he has to it's going to be crazy this year because I want to see how he's going to be used and are they going to make sure that AD is down there on the block? Because for them to beat the Clippers, AD has to stay on the block and dominate.
See, I don't think that.
Can I read you one more stat?
Huh? That's not really AD though, G. Like,
yeah, he's more of a pick and pop.
Forget that.
Like AD is more like you can really tell that AD just had a crazy growth spurt one day and just became a power forward.
Yeah.
Because he don't really want to at his size he should play center. But he is adamantly against playing center.
I knew it was gonna be crazy when he was like, yeah, I want to be, when he should have been like, yeah, I'm trying to be like Duncan and KG. He came out and was like, yeah, I'm trying to play like KD, and I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Okay,
I don't like that.
Yeah,
this is the reason why the Lakers weren't successful. Rondo.
Besides injury.
It's not about the injury. Stop saying about the injuries.
It's
Literally, they still seriously, they still would have been a playoff team to me if they were a better coach.
No, they wouldn't.
I told you all season long they would. Yes,
I think injuries and coaching together.
I think it comes with a combination.
Closer, but I don't think they.
Injuries and coaching were both trash.
Literally, listen to this. Rondo
in the trade,
average dribble per touch.
Where did you? Where?
Look,
did you find this shit?
Shout out to NBA Advanced Stats.
Listen to
Shout out to NBA Advanced
Look at
Stats.
what I am saying.
Average dribble per
His
touch?
average amount of dribbles per touch are at 4.
You sound like a Warriors fan.
No,
bro.
I'm not, bro. Listen to me.
This is
bro,
like every Warriors
I'm the same
fan
one.
talking about Harden.
I'm the same one who think I'm the same one who think Rondo a Hall of Famers. No disrespect to Rondo.
I'm not,
this is what I'm telling. No, but
listen,
bro.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just laughing at the stats.
Literally, the man is averaging
per touches.
His average amount of seconds holding the ball when he get a touch is 4.6 seconds per touch. Do you know how long he holding the ball?
It's fucking Rondo.
If he stand out there holding the ball, and whenever LeBron get the ball, he holding the ball, and you literally only playing Rondo and LeBron together, how else you expect the ball to move?
So this is the thing that I think is interesting about the sport itself, and there's certain players that we see in the prime of their career could slow the game down and kind of hold the ball more. And I think one thing that we're starting to see, and we've seen for a little while now, is the acceleration of the game. The game is getting so much quicker.
Yep.
It's a reason Melo ain't in the league right now. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a reason we're talking about LeBron being the point guard. It's a reason that he's finding the most ridiculous stats in the world and saying, but it's true. And saying,
see why you roll your eyes when you say, "Can we talk about Melo?" Your ass looked over like, "I'm not talking about this."
We ain't doing that. But Melo's one of the best Team USA basketball players of all time.
I mean, and they denied him. So, turned him down.
I know.
G, that tweet that said when they deny your veterans. It was like a tweet that said like when they don't support the veterans after all they've done, and they showed a picture of Melo on USA basketball.
But no, I feel you.
But the game is speeding up, and so I think what we're seeing is that you can't have these guys around anymore that just kind of hold the ball. I think a lot of these younger teams we're seeing are trying to figure it out, but also have a nice pace. One of the reasons I went to a Bulls game a couple years ago against the Rockets, and in Chicago, I noticed the reason that the Bulls weren't playing well was because they didn't have any plays, they didn't know what they were doing, but everybody was holding the ball way too long. When you saw the Rockets, they were just moving the ball around consistently, even if they didn't have plays.
Not anymore.
The ball was just not anymore.
But
not anymore at all.
No. But look, I think the Rockets play perfect basketball.
They do now. I don't know. They do now.
I just think they've simplified. Like, look, it's not perfect because of like.
It's perfect for them.
Like, look.
It fits what they have going.
I think it would be perfect if like Clint Capella, if you could just dump the ball to him sometimes when there's 6 seconds left, and he actually had a post move that he could put the fucking memory. It would be perfect. And also, I think that the reason why it didn't work with Chris Paul and Harden is because Chris Paul just can't go out there and give you 30 anytime he wants to.
Sure.
Yeah. I think if you had another guard who could give you literally 30, like they basically simplified basketball to where we make the one pass we need to make if we need to make it.
Yeah.
Well, now you got this muscle face motherfucker down there.
Oh, look, I have been loud.
You got muscle Westbrook down there.
I have been loud and saying it on paper.
That's my guy. Too.
On paper.
Hey, he's a phenomenal basketball player. On paper. It's gonna be interesting though.
You gotta play the games, but on paper, it's the best backcourt ever.
No, it's not.
You have never seen Russ Westbrook, James Harden.
On paper.
You have never seen two MVPs in their primes.
Who's better?
Steph and Clay, I'm sorry.
Clay got an MVP?
It don't matter about the MVP.
Is Clay more accomplished than Harden or Russell Westbrook?
What's the point of playing basketball?
I don't know.
Be great.
You played to win the game.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on.
How you trying to be a GM? If an owner asks you that, you say I don't know. How you if an owner asks you that, that's what you gonna tell them?
Real quick. What's the duo? Is the duo Steph and KD? Because that's one of the best duos ever. You're talking about two MVPs.
But that's not a backcourt. That's not a backcourt.
I understand that. So if you're talking about in the same backcourt.
We're talking about backcourt.
Like, look,
Steph and Clay.
I love Steph and Clay.
Tell Harden and Russ to get a couple rings, then you can talk to me.
It's hypothetical right now.
We
won't know yet.
Hold on, look.
Steph and Clay.
I love Steph and Clay. Steph and Clay can't realistically go out here and give you 60 points,
that's a lie.
20 rebounds, and 20 assists. When the fuck they giving you 60, 20, and 20?
Okay, they give you 60. The 20 you can get on assist though.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
From Clay?
They can get a high game. Yes, they can.
From Clay?
They get a high game. Clay ain't gonna give you 20.
How many times does Steph give you 10 assists?
Huh?
How many times does Steph even give you 10 assists?
10 assists, man. The man averaged 8 assists in a year. Stop being disrespectful.
When he held the ball all damn day.
Okay, what does Harden do all day long? What does Harden do all day long? What does Harden do all day long?
Because Harden deserves to do it. Because he's good at it.
Harden do all day long?
He's better at Steph at it.
What does Harden do all day long?
He's better at Steph at it.
I don't know about that.
Motherfucker, he's a better playmaker than Steph.
No, he's not.
Shut your ass up.
He's not a better playmaker.
Shut your ass up.
No, he's not a better playmaker.
Shut your ass up.
No, he's not a better playmaker than Steph. He's
I don't
better
even
at
think
taking.
Steph Curry better playmaker than KD.
Give Steph 25 shots a game, and I guarantee you, he gonna give you more than 36, and he gonna give you that shit way more efficiently.
No, he's not.
Yes, he will.
No, he's not.
Yes, he will. You saw what he did when you gave him 20 shots a game. He gave you 30, and he damn near gave you 90, 50, 40. Shut your ass
Here's
up.
why he's not
Fuck
gonna
out
do
of
that.
here. You're
Look,
disrespectful.
no, look.
Stop
Here's
disrespecting
why
a
he's
guy.
not gonna do that.
Tell him
Here's
Bums
why
to get
he's
some
not gonna do
rings,
that.
and
Here's
then
why
come
he's not
talk
gonna
to
do
me.
that. Here's
No,
why he's not gonna do that.
tell him Bums to come get some
Here's why
rings.
he's not
You
gonna do
always
that.
talking to me about
Here's why
motherfuckers
he's
with
not
no
gonna do
rings.
that.
Where the motherfuckers
Here's why
ever
he's
rings
not
at?
gonna do that.
Where the people ever
What the
rings?
fuck does
Where your
that
people
mean?
ever rings? At
The
least
fuck does
Kyrie
that
got a
mean?
ring. At least when you bring up Kyrie got a fucking ring.
Okay.
Where you guys with the rings
Okay.
at? I don't
What's that
see
mean?
him. I
That's
don't
a
see
team
him.
accomplishment.
Man Harden went
That's a team accomplishment.
Man Harden went Casper
That's
against
a team
Mario Chalmers.
accomplishment.
Come on,
You
shit.
really
Mario
want to
Chalmers
sit against
outplayed
the
that
man when
man.
the man was 21
Stop
years
it.
old.
Rio was fresh. Rio was fresh out of Kansas.
Steph Curry went goes against Fred VanVleet.
He did.
Fred VanVleet.
He did, but guess what?
In the moment when it mattered the
But guess
fucking
what?
most.
But guess what?
Facts.
How many points did
Game
James
over,
Harden
hold on,
win?
wait.
How many points did James Harden
in
score?
Oakland, the man airballed and stepped back.
Let's go
twos.
back. Let's see how many points your man James Harden had in that series.
Let's see how many
points did James Harden have in that series?
Hold on, wait.
Steph Curry outscored Kawhi in that series.
Steph Curry, hold on, wait. Literally, the man Steph Curry saw Fred VanVleet said this. You come get the man, and he ran in the corner.
Steph Curry outscored Kawhi Leonard in that series. What you talking about?
Okay.
You talking about
Kawhi
points?
should have won
You talking about
MVP.
points? Your man
Kyle Lowry should have won it.
Kyle Lowry.
Thank you. Shake my hand. Shake my hand.
I said the same
Shake
thing
my
about
hand.
Steph Curry. You know what you told me?
Yeah,
Whoever
Kyle
won MVP
Lowry.
deserved to win MVP. So
What?
guess what?
When?
He deserved to win MVP, not Kyle Lowry. Like same thing you said about Iggy when I told you that Iggy didn't deserve that goddamn
What?
Finals MVP when he averaged 15, 5, and 5. Ooh.
That wasn't a stat MVP.
Gee, that wasn't no
Everybody
MVP.
was
That wasn't no
Harden still
MVP.
averaged 30.
That wasn't no
like 39%
MVP.
shooting.
That wasn't no
Yeah, nobody else.
MVP.
That wasn't a
Stop
stat
that, bro.
MVP.
You
That
told
was
me that man Daddy was coming out for IV. You sit up there taking Brad Rush for Iggy.
No, that's
Get
a
outta
qualitative
here. Stop
MVP.
it.
That's not a quantitative.
That ain't no qualitative
Yes, it
MVP.
is.
No, it's not. Because if Steph ain't out there averaging 25, 6, and 5, then you ain't even in that goddamn
I don't
position.
even remember.
Get the
You
fuck
have to
outta
watch
here.
those games
Clay
to
averaged
remember.
15 points that series.
Yo,
Get
Iggy
the
was
fuck out
Clay
of
been
here.
trash every finals besides this one.
I can't remember big moments from that.
I'm not
series.
upset at that opinion.
Okay.
He's
I'm
right.
not upset at that opinion.
Okay.
So what? Still a better duo than Harden and
No,
Russ.
it's not.
Yes.
We can't
No,
say
it's
that.
not.
We don't know yet.
Tell your man to actually get to a finals, then we can
They
talk
played
about
together
that.
in like
They ain't
paper.
even better than Dumars and Zeke. No.
Neither one of them motherfuckers got
No,
MVPs.
I don't want to hear it. No.
Ooh,
I don't want to hear it.
Gee, literally, when
MVP.
tell me a
I
time
don't
when you
wanna
seen
hear it,
two
bro.
people
I
in
don't
their
wanna hear
primes with MVP. And Earl Monroe, Walt Frazier didn't happen. Gail Goodrich, Jerry West didn't happen.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars didn't happen. Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash. Steve Nash was dead, wasn't in his prime no more. Kobe wasn't even in his prime no more by then either. Motherfucking
What
Steph
is your
Curry,
point though?
Klay
What are
Thompson,
you saying?
no,
What's
it's-
going to happen? You
Look,
keep saying this,
Ginobili and
but what?
Parker, yeah.
No. You keep saying this, but what's going to actually
I
happen
think
from
that
your
we gotta look.
prediction?
We gotta
You
see
just
it
keep
first.
saying
We gotta see it. We
No,
gotta see it.
no, listen.
said
on
Stop.
paper.
No,
Stop.
listen.
If you look at
Let
their
him play a
resumes on
game.
paper, you would be like, damn, we got two MVPs in the same backcourt. That's the best that you
And
ever
guess
had.
what?
That's
And
what
you'll
he's
be
always
like,
saying is
and you'll
on
be like,
paper.
damn, they combined usage rate is 74%. Who else gonna get the ball?
Who need the ball? Literally. Literally. Tell me this. Who the fuck needs to dribble on Houston besides Harden and Russ? Who else need to dribble?
They just need to knock down open shots. That's
I
it.
cannot wait.
Daniel House need to dribble?
No.
Eric Gordon need to dribble?
No, maybe-
Austin Rivers?
maybe Gordon
Maybe
a little bit,
bit. Austin, no, look, literally.
Yo,
He gonna need
Luka,
dribble.
He's
Luka.
saying on paper.
No,
He's just saying
no,
on paper.
yeah,
They
he's
ain't
not
played yet.
saying-
Nah, Luka, do me a favor, B. I need you to make it to the playoffs. I need you to be either be like the 6th, 7th, or the 8th seed, and I need you to play the Rockets and beat the fuck out the Rockets in the first round, so that way I can sit here and I can laugh at this motherfucker because there's something wrong with you.
Yo, I
It
wanna see
always
Dallas
looks good
thrive,
with the Mike
but they ain't
D'Antoni.
there yet.
It always looks good with a Mike D'Antoni team in the regular season. It looks great. It looks fucking
It look good in the
phenomenal.
fucking
It
playoffs.
looks fucking phenomenal.
playoffs.
It looks
Chris Paul injured, they probably won a
fucking
championship.
phenomenal. But
look
when
good
you
in the
open up the
playoffs.
hood and you see the engine look like shit in the playoffs before the big race,
Listen,
something always
here
happens.
is what I get annoyed with
Something
when we talk about the
always
Rockets, right?
happens.
If we look
We
at
talking about the Thunder too. Russ didn't got eliminated in the first round.
Stop. Listen.
Did Russ make it past the first round? You see him make
That's all Russ' fault. Did you not see Paul George have more fucking turnovers?
He's an MVP though. He's an MVP though.
Paul George, the top 3 MVP candidate.
This is the reason why you telling me this is the greatest
fucking
backcourt
Russ
duo
had
of all
44.
time.
Paul George had more turnovers than points and got balled up by Joe Ingles.
This is the reason why you telling me that they're the greatest duo of all time. Where's your man
You
at?
put that on that man?
Yes, I am. I'm putting that on that man. I'm putting that on him. You tell no. This is the same reason why you. This is the same reason why you telling me they're the greatest duo.
Joe Ingles was working that man out. Working that man out.
So where was Russ at? What was Russ doing?
He scored fucking 44.
He was
in one game.
Yes, in game 6.
What about all the other games?
He was cool. He wasn't bad.
He had some good games.
So you gonna put one guy that can't get over the hump with another guy that can't get over the hump, and you think they gonna get over the hump? No, sorry.
Hey, they might have a push.
Sorry.
We won't know.
Sorry.
We won't know until.
Sorry, fam.
Sorry,
fam.
Like, look,
sorry, fam.
Hey, look,
You're tripping. You're tripping.
This is what annoys me.
You're disrespectful.
When we talk about players, I feel like we
tell them to accomplish something first.
Too much on did you win a ring? That is such a team accomplishment, bro.
What's stop evaluating? Nah, come on,
but
bro.
Basketball
it's not about did they win a ring.
Chicagoans have been spoiled.
It's not about did they win a ring. It's about how far did you get? Where did your team go? What did you do when it mattered most?
Wait for the goddamn finals. What you mean? You can't really get too much further.
Russ won. He ain't been in a while. Kevin Durant left and he faded to gray.
He didn't fade to gray. Who was he playing with?
Where you seen him at?
No,
I ain't seen him.
When has Russell Westbrook been on it?
That man name waved bye-bye to him.
When has Russell Westbrook
been waved bye-bye to him like a 5-year-old in a car seat.
We can't blame
Dame waved bye-bye to him like a 5-year-old in a car seat when they say goodbye to their parents. That's how Dame waved bye-bye to your man Russell Westbrook. He ended that man's career. He ended that man's career as a Thunder. He literally took that man Thunderbolt and motherfucking zapped it out of existence.
But I don't think that whole issue...
He ended the thunderstorm. It was over.
I don't think that whole issue was Russ. I think the issue was with the coaching. The way they built that team around George and even with KD, they always wanted to build... They always wanted to the shooting guard to be a defensive guy that couldn't shoot for shit. Where you go get offense. You know what I'm saying? You
guys was decent.
Man, not good enough to win no championship. Who?
It's good enough to get you out the first round. Is it too much for me to ask for you to get at least to the top 8, to the top 4? Is it too much for me to ask for these guys that you say are the greatest of the greatest to at least get to the top 8?
But that's
like literally, what profession you work at where you're like, man, this is the greatest shit ever. When they barely,
Do I work with other people, G?
We not fucking talking about you. Obviously, you demented. We not talking about you.
Does the person work with other people?
Most people work with other people.
So the motherfucker, they be holding you back.
Come on, bro.
What the fuck you mean, G? We done had mad conversations. You know, if one motherfucker's out of line, everything out of line.
No, everything is not out of line if one person out of line. You can still accomplish and win. It's a lot of businesses.
It make it much harder.
It makes it tougher.
Yeah, also, but guess what? But that's what separates the great teams.
No, it fucking doesn't,
from the not great teams. That's what separates the great players.
Teams. You had it right.
Wait a minute.
You had it right.
You didn't let me finish my. You didn't let me finish. That was what separates the A players in the organization from the B players in the organization. Anybody that worked in the organization, no. Regardless of if you want a shitty team, sometimes they will just put the A player on the shitty team to make the shitty team better. And sometimes the shitty team will just be a shitty team, but you still don't hear A player. Russ and them did have plenty of opportunities on 8 teams and they ain't accomplished or ain't at least got to 4th place. I don't want to hear that shit. If Paul George is top 3 MVP voted, go out there and if you the guy that was the year before last was the MVP, Mr. Triple Double, Mr. 3 years. Why not? You should go out. Why not make it to the second round? That's what I want to know. Actually, that's the name of this episode. Why not make it to the second round? That's what I want to know. Why not that? Why not make it to the NBA Finals, James Harden? Why not make it to the Western Conference Finals last year, James Harden? No, he didn't. He went out there and he laid an egg. He went out there and laid an egg in Game 6.
But they were clearly the second best team in the West. They were just on the wrong side.
No, they weren't. The Nuggets were better than them.
The
Nuggets would have beat them if they would have played them. Yes, they would have. The Nuggets would have beat them.
I like
the Nuggets would have beat them. The Nuggets would have beat them.
They would have had Jokic guarding hard on the perimeter, getting sauced up. Harden might have had 70.
Enes Kanter was out there on Ramadan guarding
Steven Adams
out there guarding Jokic.
No, out there guarding Steven Adams. Who was getting his ass hooped the fuck up?
Who ain't played well since KD?
No, wait. Steven Adams got hooped the fuck up 2 playoffs in a row. Yeah. Let's keep it G.
No, yeah. Real talk.
Steven Adams the reason why Russ couldn't get to the second round?
It's part of a motherfucking reason.
He's their third guy. And when your third guy has not gotten better in 2 years, like, this shit's tough.
Y'all wild.
You wild.
You wild.
Hey,
Steven Adams and Clint Capella still what and what?
Are they really?
Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it, bro.
Are they?
You're disrespectful. And Russ and Paul George on any given goddamn day in the past 2 years are better than Chris Paul has been on any given goddamn day in the past 2 years. Stop it. I don't want any excuses. All you do is make excuses for these guys that don't win. And you say, what you blame it a team?
It's 5 people on the contract all the time. He talking about 2 out of 5.
Man. Come on, man.
We've seen this time and time again when we've seen teams that have been allegedly stacked and weren't stacked because motherfuckers didn't play together, because there was a broken chain on that team. Like, it happens all the time. I hate to bring this up, but that Kobe team with fucking Gary Payton and Karl Malone and
hey man, hold on, wait.
They only lost because
Karl Malone was hurt. Malone was hurt. If Malone plays, they might win.
All I'm saying is you get one link in the chain that's broken.
True.
And this shit don't work.
It's
a team effort.
Yeah.
It is, but no, it is. I didn't make no
excuse.
excuse.
I think Jordan poisons everybody's mind.
Wait.
Two players can't carry a team.
Talk about this with
I
Mike.
disagree with that.
Goddamn, Trent Tucker was losing his motherfucking mind in Game 6.
We've seen one player carry a team.
In the first 3 rounds, that's true. In the finals, no. In the first 3 rounds, 2 players can carry a team. One guy can carry a team.
Depends on matchup.
You got Russ.
Depends on the
didn't
guy.
carry no team.
Depends
Harden carried his teams to the second round and went home. He probably went to Onyx afterwards. Actually, that's a whole different club. I mean, a whole different city I'm thinking about. But shit, knowing Harden, he damn near might have went to Onyx afterwards. PJ straight to Onyx, spending his cash, playoff bonus, player.
Yo, I want
making it rain.
I want to party with J.R. Smith on a playoff evening.
Playoff, I know
I'll be
going
cool
up.
now.
Nah.
He got like 3 kids now. You probably be cool.
What that mean? JR going up.
That man threw soup on another man less than 24 months ago.
I just read a story about how Dennis Rodman and Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins were kicking it like heavy one year. And it was the year, it was 98. So this is when they're playing the Jazz.
Yeah, Utah, yeah.
And these motherfuckers took a private jet from Utah to Vegas, partied all night.
And came back?
Came back the next day, did a press conference at 11. Rodman was fine. Corgan was asleep. As soon as the press conference is over, Dennis Rodman's like, yo, you trying to go back? And Billy Corgan's like, yo, the game is tonight. He was like, pussy. He got on the plane and went out there by himself.
That's wild.
They said when Phil Jackson saw Billy Corgan, he just gave him the look of death on some like, yo, I know you're responsible for this.
Yeah,
he's like, bruh, like, I'm here. I'm in Utah right now with y'all. This motherfucker's in Vegas. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but y'all got to take it easy on Russ, man.
Nah.
So I played, I've been on Russ since I was 10 years old. But yes, the homie. I played high school ball with him.
I don't get me wrong.
So you got
Russ is one of my favorite point guards of all time.
No,
but it's a difference between winners and the guys that are the A players and the guys that are in that B group. And Russ is in that B group.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
So
Harden has been in that B group too. Even
coaching,
the whole D Wade Harden conversation.
So
D Wade is in the A group. Harden's in the B group.
So question.
It ain't D Wade and the refs. D Wade won 3 rings.
So question.
D Wade and the refs won 3 rings.
LeBron.
D Wade won his own ring.
He did win his own ring. D Wade and the refs. I fuck with D Wade, and I think that D Wade is still.
So now D Wade rings don't count.
Listen, man.
You got to give him his first one. You got to give him his first one.
Listen.
That team was stacked.
Listen, bro. I think D Wade is obviously slightly above Harden right now. I cannot put Harden over D Wade until Harden pick up some jury. And also, I think that some of the things that Harden is doing, D Wade could do as well if given the opportunity.
D Wade won with the old broken Shaq.
No, yes, but look,
Shaq
I think that D Wade
20 and 10.
No, but look, listen.
Shaq's also 51% from the free throw line. Listen.
That team they had was stacked. It was nice.
Listen, I think that D Wade is one of the best passers from his position. So if he was playing today, he could put up some numbers like 40, 10, and 10 on certain given nights because he could do that. What? D Wade couldn't do that?
40, 10, and 10?
Yeah. D Wade could put up 40, 10, and 10.
Right now?
Nah, not right now. I'm prime D Wade right now. He could do that. Like,
okay.
So you saying that he can do what Harden
some of the things are. I mean,
he can't shoot him.
He can't shoot. But like the other things, he could do.
I see what you're saying.
He could do. So I would, and also he's a better defender than Harden. So I would have D Wade started above Harden right now until at least Harden picks up some jury.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, why? I don't even know why you looking like that.
I agree with that. I think D Wade playing with D'Antoni, he can do a lot of hard things, except for the shooting.
Yeah, shooting no.
But when it comes to
Chicago guards don't ever learn how to shoot.
Until yeah.
No,
they yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
Zeke had a cool jumper.
I'll give you.
He from the West Side though. Like I feel like not nobody really counts like Zeke.
Wade's
like,
from the West Side.
Huh?
D-Wade's from the West Side.
No, he's not. D-Wade's from the South Side.
Did you go to Robbins?
That's not out west.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Well.
No.
Anyways, Team
I'm
USA.
clearly not from Chicago.
Team USA. Yeah.
You said D-Wade from the West Side. No, D-Wade from.
Oh wait, no. Somebody told me
Inglewood,
he was from Oak Park. Somebody told me that shit.
Nah, he's born in Inglewood, but like he went to like Richards, which is in Oak
I know I
Park.
said
Or,
right,
like
okay.
not Oak Park, but it's in whatchamacallit. It's in the suburbs.
Word. Western suburbs.
But anyway, Team USA. Are we getting smoked?
Yes.
It looks like it because nobody's playing. Everybody's dropping out. JJ Redick just turned them down. That's it's bad. When JJ Redick can tell you no.
They got to call.
I mean, JJ do got like 12 kids.
Facts.
He got 12 kids.
Does he?
I mean, shit.
He
He
got
got like 6 kids. I'm not joking. Google that for real. Google how many kids JJ Redick have. He got like 6.
But I think this is good for like the young guys to have a chance to start because usually the FIBA basketball is for the younger guys to play and try to do their thing. Because a lot of
one kid, bro.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it says his children count as one. G. Knox Redick. G. Knox Redick is his name. Told a whole lot.
Bro,
Knox
Thomas was trying to make JJ
Knox
Redick the
Redick.
Antonio Cromartie of the NBA.
Or Phillip Rivers.
The Phillip.
Low key,
Phillip
Antonio
Rivers got a lot of
Cromartie.
kids?
Yeah, he got like
Rivers
13 kids, bro.
A bunch of
Oh,
kids.
shit, that's right.
13 kids.
That dude is tripping. But
Yeah, my son had a bunch of kids. My bad.
the U.S. is gonna get smoked, dog.
Yeah, they are.
But like I said, for guys like Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, this is time that they can develop their games and try to make that. We should still have the most talent from top to
I
bottom.
have 2 kids, but no man.
It's just I don't know how well that it's because you have Argentina who's gonna have veterans.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry. Finals MVP.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry's gonna help. Who the bigs? I can't name the.
I think
the bigs.
I think Randall's playing.
Julius. Yeah, Julius is gonna play. So he's.
I low key don't. Who is on? I'm gonna Google. Who is on Team USA?
He gets to show the Knicks,
It's
a
only
preview.
FIBA. It's only FIBA.
Yeah,
It's real talk.
But you don't want to lose, though.
You don't wanna
This is-
lose.
But you know
I'm
what?
sorry.
I'm not ever mad. Like, I'll be real with you. I was upset in 2004 when we lost for Olympic ball.
Yeah.
But I'm not going front.
Bro, remember when Puerto Rico smoked us?
Yes.
When
Yeah.
Carlos Arroyo lost his
Carlos Arroyo
mind.
was
Carlos
balling.
Arroyo
Oh my
lost
God.
his mind. He smoked us, bro.
Yo,
My
shout out
thing
to the
is-
Black Sensei for donating and asking us that question in regards to Team USA. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
My thing is, I'll be honest with you. I don't really give a fuck if Team USA ever loses because we have the best talent here playing in the
Nah, I
States.
can't, G.
We have the best team
can't be
ever.
losing.
I can't.
Can't be losing,
Nah,
dog.
I
I
can't
don't
be.
give a fuck.
On the grand scheme of things, right? In the grand
It
scheme of
depends
things, I
on
don't give a fuck.
It depends on who
Like,
we lose to.
y'all would never.
Ooh, we lose to Croatia. Oh.
No, we can lose, but we
can
better
never
bring
show
on the
our
gold
face in the
medal.
basketball
We
arena
can
again.
lose.
If our best team is not out there, I don't give a fuck. Our best team is not out there. Julius Randle is starting. I'm a Knicks fan. I have to deal with this now.
Yeah, but you
Julius
tell me
Randle is
Julius
starting
Randle
on my
all-star.
USA team.
All-star Julius Randle, according to
Bruh,
Pavy.
no.
He can get there, maybe.
I've been saying this. I think Zeke at his worst will be Julius Randle. And there's no knock against
Zeke.
Randle.
Zion?
Sorry.
Zion.
Yeah, I agree.
I think at his worst, and at his best,
That's
he could
very
be,
disrespectful. That's very disrespectful to Lil Jump, man.
Because Julius is still
Man,
young.
you gotta finish.
But Julius
You know,
didn't mature the way that we hoped he would, as quick as he would. He's not bad.
No,
he's
Julius
just not.
is really, really good.
He's really good.
He's not an all-star.
He's not what we thought he could be.
What did we think he could be?
When he was drafted, I think a lot of
Seven.
people thought that he was going to be a lot
I mean, he
better.
did break his leg like immediately.
Yeah, as a
No, I
rookie.
know.
He break his leg like immediately.
I mean, he's still very good. I just don't think he's an all-star.
he could be an all-star.
I think if he stays with the Knicks
His
for 2
numbers
to
are-
3 seasons,
Yeah, they're crazy, right?
His numbers are, he went from 16 last season with the Lakers, 16, 8, 2.6 assists, to now 21 and 8, 3 assists. To now,
Already averaged more rebounds than him last year too, by the way.
Okay.
Remember that bet.
Okay.
Remember that bet.
Okay.
He's not gonna average 20 plus on the Knicks.
Why won't he? Who wants you the ball?
Because it's gonna be they literally went out there and
it's gonna
signed
be a
4
lot
power
of-
forwards.
It's just gonna be him
They
and
got who they
RJ.
got? They got Marcus Morris, Bobby Portis,
Taj Gibson.
Taj Gibson.
But those
Mitchell
guys,
Robinson.
some of them guys gonna play 5.
Mitchell not gonna shoot. G. Mitchell gonna block shots and catch lobs.
But bro, Randall is gonna be the top scoring option.
Yeah.
It's gonna be RJ and it's him and RJ.
That's what I don't like. I don't want Julius Randle.
Who else you gonna get the ball to?
Exactly. He not scoring more
I
than
don't
20
want
next year.
Julius
Kevin
Randle.
Knox?
I'm not saying that, and there is a better choice. I'm saying I don't want Julius Randle to be my top scoring option.
He just averaged 21 and 8.
Y'all traded him.
No, yeah. No, of course we want him to be number 2 or 3 guy.
If Julius Randle was the player that we thought he'd be, he'd still be on the Lakers.
But what did you think he was going to become?
At the time when he was drafted, everybody thought he was going to be way better.
Did we really?
To be honest, you know what I thought?
Lakers fans did.
No,
Lakers fans think everybody's gonna be good.
Hey, what I thought his peak was, I thought he was going to be a 17 and 10 guy.
They told me Brandon Ingram was Kevin Durant.
You know, if you have 7, if you
They
have
look alike.
No, yeah, hell no. I don't get that one. He can't shoot like KD. But that's what I honestly thought. I was like, the best we would get from Julius, if he's like 17, 18, and 10 rebounds, that's good. You know, because we're going to find another piece to be the go-to guy. But averaging 21 and 8.
You're telling me I should be okay with Julius Randle being my top scorer.
The Knicks are going to win anyway. So
win
it's
what?
Like, win anything. So it's like, just to have him.
This year you should be okay with it,
Yeah, this year you should be okay. But
now, if it's 2 years from now, you should be mad.
Unless he's averaging like 25 and 10. But
I've been a Knicks fan for a long time. Y'all are delusional. I'm just saying, y'all are delusional if you think this is going to work.
You're doing good, though. But no, y'all ain't really had much. So it's like, if he can help you enough to be close to 40 wins as possible.
I remember on paper in like 08.
You got that roster? Who on the team?
In 08, we had like Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury,
that roster, it did look crazy.
Penny Hardaway, Nate Robinson,
and I was a Marbury fan, so I was
Eddie Curry,
Hall of Famer, by the way.
And like
Stephon,
yes,
yeah.
And what's it called? Oh, he should be. Yeah, he should.
Bro
be.
had 8.
If y'all win that shit, he should be in there.
8 straight seasons, he averaged 20 and 8, whereas a couple of the greats only did it like 1 or 2 times.
That man has 5 rings. And a bronze statue, and one of the top selling shoes, and one of the top selling shoes of all time.
This roster ain't.
He's done a lot for the sport of basketball.
The roster isn't.
Like, look, they got Dennis Smith, Alfred
have.
Payton, Neil Keeler, Alonzo Trier, Wayne Ellington, Kevin Knox, Reggie Bullock, Randall, Bobby P, Taj, Marcus Morris, Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hicks, and random other people I've never heard. Like, Kadeem Allen.
The roster isn't bad, yeah. Like, they can.
Y'all gassing me. Stop.
How bad the East is, you can sneak into an 8-7.
Is the East that trash?
Okay, 8-7 spot is a little ambitious.
Is the East that trash? Is the East that trash?
The bottom.
Nah, it's
Give
not.
me your top 8 teams in the East right now.
All right, I would say
Milwaukee, Philly, Boston,
Nets,
Brooklyn. After
then it gets difficult.
Yeah, then it gets tough.
Did you say Indiana?
You got Indiana 5. Maybe Toronto.
Toronto gonna make it.
Toronto.
I know they lost a lot of pieces, but they'll be in the top. They'll be in the playoffs.
Toronto, Detroit.
Definitely Detroit.
And then right there after that.
I mean, there's like Atlanta, there's Chicago, there's
the
Knicks.
Miami's got Jimmy.
Yeah.
We got Miami.
Man, I don't want to hear nothing about Jimmy. Jimmy's supposed to put Philly over the top to help them go to the Jimmy Butler.
I don't think anyone expected Jimmy to stay in Philly.
No, but not to stay. I'm talking about as far as them winning this year, like with the squad they had.
That wasn't his team.
To be fair,
that wasn't his team.
To be fair,
Embiid was sick.
To be fair, if we remember, in that game 7, Jimmy did sprain his ankle down the stretch.
That wasn't his team. That wasn't his team. That wasn't his team to take over.
What you mean it should have went to 7? Did you see what was going on?
No, I know, but
did you see what Kawhi was doing in them boys?
Yeah, but Jimmy.
And it wasn't like they was like just letting them do it.
No. I was waiting for Jimmy to be like, all right, A and B.
That's not his team. It's not his team. He knew coming into that whole situation that wasn't his team. There's no reason for him to take over it, huh?
Which one? Because with Chicago, when I guess it was
that was the whole reason that the whole shit went down in Chicago was he's like, this is my team, and the shit broke apart.
Timberwolves trash.
He doesn't play well with other people,
and that's. I don't know why that's bad.
You mean other stars?
Other stars.
So he's in Miami now. He's gonna be able to chill, live good, and
I think Miami is also the best place for him.
It's a good place for him.
Maybe see with just the culture of Pat. The culture of Pat Riley. Like it seems like Pat Riley's culture.
It's a chill team.
They can mold him.
It just like seems. First of all, he's not gonna do that bullshit.
No,
with Pat Riley, like that whole T Wood bullshit that happened.
No,
Pat Riley not going.
No, he's not
finna walk in no T Wood practice and be yelling at
Pat Riley gonna be in there with his hair slicked back and be like, "Look,
Pat Riley, 90 years old. Pat Riley is not you not gonna even think to talk to Pat Riley like that. Mm-hmm. So he not going. But I think that it's just a good situation for him because I know Miami got the most strenuous workout plan in the league. Like I think that it's be a good place for him.
I do too, and I think there's enough talent on that team for him to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they could be like a 7 seed.
Yeah, just make the playoffs. But I don't
So
see them
that's what I'm saying. Is like
damage.
the Knicks are still on the bottom. Like I try to make bets with Bulls fans every year since both teams have been trash for so long.
Yeah.
That like who's gonna be better?
Whoa! The Bulls haven't been trash for so long.
D-Rose.
It's been like 6 years.
That's a minute. Y'all
That's
only want
not that long.
look as much shit as yo. I'm a Knicks fan and I went to school in Chicago. That's how I met these guys. And I don't know if you can imagine what it would be like to be a Knicks fan and suddenly move to Chicago. These motherfuckers were delusional to the fact that it had been at that point. What?
Oh yeah, Bulls feel like delusional as fuck.
Delusional.
Very, very.
At this point, it's like, yo, y'all haven't won.
Years
It's like 10
98.
to 15 years, and it's like y'all haven't won a championship in a minute. Like, okay, 05, cool. It's been like 6 years. I get it. It's still kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, we're at 21 years, and you talk to Bulls fans like they just won like it was yesterday. Like, and I'm wearing J's now. I get it. Chill the fuck out. So I make a bet with Bulls fans every year of which team is going to be better or worse, and I think the Bulls will be better than the Knicks this year.
Larry is going to be an All-Star. Told you. Larry marketing, never lost. Never.
That's tough.
Never. What's the next topic?
I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Just
who's the worst team in the league?
So tell me this. So the Triple Crown NBA, right? So Triple Crown NBA, you win MVP, championship, finals MVP. Mm-hmm. It's been 10 players. You think y'all can list off the 10 players who did it in the history of the game?
Oh shit!
Say it again.
From the 70s. It's from the 70s on.
MVP, finals MVP,
in the same year.
Champion.
The same year.
Shaq.
Nah.
Shaq,
MJ.
Tim Duncan.
LeBron James.
LeBron.
Steph Curry. No, never, because he never won finals MVP, so not Steph Curry.
Kareem. You said
Magic.
Larry Bird.
We're
not at 10 yet?
Three more.
Okay.
Three more guys. 2 more.
Dr. J?
Nope.
No, never. Moses Malone.
Moses.
We got what? One more.
Isaiah Thomas, did we say?
No, never won MVP.
This last one got me too.
Give us a decade.
Kobe.
This is the 70s, nope.
Gil Goodrich.
Nope.
70s?
70s.
Oh, nah.
Rick Barry.
Nope.
Earl Monroe?
No, it wasn't Havlicek. No.
Bill Walton.
Nope.
Bill Russell.
You should know this, man.
I know. It's
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed.
There you go.
Willis Reed.
You're right.
Willis Reed.
That's crazy. I was like, damn, only 10 guys ever did that. Like,
no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I actually didn't even know Willis Reed. Willis Reed won an MVP with like questionable stats though.
yeah.
It was like 20 and like 12 and get him an MVP.
It was a different
and I'm
time.
like, I don't even know if he's the best player on this
Jerry
team.
West
Have you ever
32 that year.
Have you ever just watched
Jerry
basketball?
West was weak though, back then. I'm sorry.
He was weak.
He's the most overrated basketball player of all time. Greatest executive ever.
I don't know about most overrated.
Yes, he is.
The reason why some people
won in 8 in the
overrate
finals.
him, it's because he's the logo, so a lot of people give him a lot of hype.
I didn't know he never won MVP until I looked it up.
Yeah.
Never won MVP award.
Have you watched games? Have you watched like playoff games from like the 60s or
Disgusting.
Dirty.
Disgusting.
I know.
It's really bad. Like
it's hard to watch.
Before the 3-point line I'm not watching that shit, bro. Mm-hmm. And I love basketball. I'm not watching.
That's why I like that clip of whoever it was just dribbling around like 5 white guys and it being like, "This is how racism started." like yo, them games was dirty. Like drag out, no fun. And even when they got the 3-point line, it took a minute for it to really like get good.
Yeah. Because motherfuckers wasn't practicing shooting.
Do y'all like the fact that we're in the 3-point era now? Like,
I like it
because y'all, especially as Bulls fans, like Mike took the game above the rim, and Steph took the game behind the 3-point line.
True.
Do y'all like where we're at now?
I think there needs.
And where do you think the next evolution is?
I think there needs to be a happy medium, and I don't feel like we're at the point where it's a happy medium yet. I think that motherfucker just launching threes, and it just needs.
I disagree with that. I just think it's just ISO ball on steroids, which is. But instead of ISO ball on steroids, which was in the 90s was in the mid range, in the early 2000s it was in the paint. Now it's just on the 3, but it's ISO ball on the 3. And if it's not ISO ball, then literally you just catching and shooting. But everybody been catching and shooting since the beginning of the time. People ain't been going ISO ball from 3-point line.
I just don't like big shooting.
Habitually.
I love big shooting.
I don't like them shooting threes.
I love big shooting.
Like that, people think that bigs never shot. Like David Robinson can go out and shoot.
Yeah, Sam Perkins can shoot.
Bill Laimbeer, Jack Sigma.
Yeah, so people did.
You don't know
that.
who Jack Sigma is? Cut this shit off.
But the Sigma face up.
I love big shooting. I just
don't like them shoot. But if you're 7'1",
yes,
and you're like 240. Why are you shooting threes? Like, use your body to bang people and try to get layups.
You're so much more of a threat at that point. The game
is good because, like, for me,
you grew up with Shaq, and I get it.
No, Embiid
like, Shaq's the most dominant player of probably all time.
Yeah, all time. Yeah, but Embiid hurts his game because he shoots too many threes. Like no one.
But Embiid is not balanced well enough. I don't think it's a bad thing that he can shoot. I think it's a bad thing that he doesn't balance his game well enough.
I disagree with both of those notions. If Ben Simmons is there, Ben Simmons is not.
Ben Simmons is not balanced either. Ben Simmons can't fucking shoot.
But that's why Embiid goes out and he shoots.
I agree, and that's a problem. Like, I think
that's why they don't. That's why they won't win. They can win because I think he's going to be able to shoot. I don't know if y'all been seeing his
Ben Simmons,
his workouts with Chris Johnson.
Against guys our height, I'm cool on that.
No, he was going against guys like Wiggins.
If Ben Simmons hooping my ass up at Lifetime Fitness, my only thought is, I'm playing Ben Simmons right now. It's not. It has nothing to do
about any point
that I'm playing. Anything is like, I'm playing Ben Simmons in Lifetime Fitness right now.
All he has to do is give you the threat of shooting. Bro. You know, he doesn't have to go out here and be.
He gets no respect. He gets no respect behind the 3-point line.
All he has to do is get enough.
He gets no respect.
A few shots.
No, if I'm guarding Ben Simmons, I'm stepping back.
Yeah.
But here's my thing with Ben, though, which I've said multiple times.
He's either gonna pass or he's gonna try and drive by me.
But my thing with Ben, though, it's like
drawing the charge. I'm drawing the charge.
But it's
full
like
head of steam is tough.
I'm stepping back and I'm drawing the charge.
Nah, it's like he's so big and so fast and so athletic. You need to occupy that space.
Yeah, but you give him space.
You can't give him space, but you know he's not pulling up.
But listen,
he's gonna take more shots this season. But I don't think, and it may get better, but I don't think he's still a threat from the mid range or from
Look. Here's the reason why he doesn't occupy that space is because he shoots like 60% from the free throw line. So if he gets fouled, he don't even want to fucking go to the line. He can't shoot free throws.
Well, and I appreciate players that still go for high percentage shots.
That also annoys me too. It's like, why are we in the era in which so many people doing all this stuff but coming to the league, especially guards, they can't make free throws? Yeah, that's like the one thing I appreciate about the WNBA is when it gets close. No, dead ass. When it's below a minute left, they actually make free throws.
Well, that's because the game is different. I mean, I coached women's basketball. I'm a 4-time winning Los Angeles Rec League championship winning coach. And the thing I always said was, in the final minutes, if we're close, draw the foul, and we win this at the free throw line. The NBA is different, and it's just what it is. I agree with you. I don't think it makes sense with all this ISO ball that we're doing and everybody trying to be a shooter that you can't make any fucking free throws. And it's our stars. Our stars are missing free throws
bro.
To the point where it's like, okay, like I get it. You got 35 points right now.
Airballing them though. Like
airballing. I know.
It's embarrassing, dog.
It's embarrassing.
Airballing free throws.
You are a professional basketball player. You tell me you can't take your ass in the gym and say, today gonna be all free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no reason. Russ is my homie, but dog,
the 60s,
like
but like 60,
come on.
If you ain't Rick Barry in that shit up, figure it out.
Now wait, real quick. I would say this about Russ: the 60% from the line shit got stopped. You got to go back to the 80 that you was shooting 2 to 3 years ago, because that's why his points fail.
But you know what's hurting him? Because I'll be around him sometimes when he like works out and stuff. He's so focused on shooting the 3 ball and trying to figure that out that he stopped really working on free throws.
So now that I like what you said about ISO ball, and we're just in the long range era of that now. Where does the game evolve after that? Are we going to start seeing players that can really truly do it all? Like you said, you hate tall players that can shoot. Giannis gets a three and can drive, dribble, pull up from anywhere. Is this where we're seeing that, where we have only maybe a select few players that can just do it all?
No, everybody's just going to be a hybrid.
Hey, you know what will make Giannis really great? Like, I know everybody's saying shooting. Of course, he has to get that.
Handle.
I don't think he has to be a great. No, if he actually gets a post game and actually be able to actually post, face you up, and back you down with moves, he's so strong, so skilled, and he can pass.
That's one thing that I like. That's one thing I like that Blake has developed is handle and like just a dope post game, either mid range from the elbow. From down low, like Blake has gotten to be one of those players that, like, I think when he first came in the league, I didn't. Well, that's all he used to do. The only thing he had in his tool belt was attack the rim.
That's why he got hurt.
That's exactly. Now he's got the tool. Now he's got the belt to be able to like back you down from the elbow and pull up to hit from three.
Even with him, I don't like seeing him shoot threes. Like, dog, you can shoot it.
I love it. I love it. Yes,
like it's good to a point, but I don't need Blake Griffin shooting 8 3-pointers.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
When he's healthy, he's unstoppable.
Yes, thank you.
When he's healthy, literally, they were playing that game against Detroit versus Philly.
Yes.
When Embiid and Drummond was getting into that beef. Even just seeing Blake being on that floor, not even Embiid can contain him.
No, Blake got a great year.
If Blake can stay healthy, that man is unstoppable.
I mean, we've been saying that since he first got drafted.
I know.
Tell me this: what would you prefer to guard? What would you prefer to guard with Blake Griffin? Would you want to? What would you allow? Would you allow him to drive to the rack, or would you allow the three? Because if I'm
it depends on the kind of night he having.
I want him to shoot.
I saw him make 5 threes in a game. It depends on the kind of night he having.
If you're gonna shoot 15 threes, I live with that. I just don't want
15 threes.
He don't shoot that many threes.
If I were to just back off, I would live with that. But his best ability is getting to the rim, getting to your body.
I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is he is to the point now where you have to respect him from beyond three. You have to respect him in the mid-range, and you have to understand that he might bang on you.
Yeah.
Like, I love how Blake has developed as a player. He is honestly one of my low-key favorite players in the league because of how he developed. I was so critical of him when he first came into the league because I thought all he could do was just catch oops. And then he got to a point where you started to see him backing players down more. He started to get more comfortable with his handle. This Blake Griffin will low-key cross you up.
I go
and pull up in your face.
It's a very tight crossover.
It's a tight crossover. He'll cross you up, might back you down, but shimmy and splash in your face.
He's very smooth.
Hey, this is the thing that's embarrassing because I go up to the UCLA runs to watch the guys play, and just to see when they have switches and you throw the ball in to Blake. And like Gobert is terrible. They throw the ball to those guys. They have no post movement to get an easy bucket.
That complete like see that's what I like. I saw videos of Drummond working on threes. I'm like, bro, you ain't even got a post up. Why you out there? Yeah. Get down there.
But I think
that's what annoys me.
But you know, I think
that's what annoys me.
Get your big ass on the block. Go get the merch. It's in the shop.
I think that's the pressure of small ball though, and I think that's not necessarily his fault. I think he should be more aware. Guys like that should be more aware of the fact that of their size, and they need to utilize that to their advantage. But I think you probably have a lot of coaches that are saying, "Hey, you know what, big fella, you can shoot. So we need you to pull up from back here."
I feel that.
And I'm not saying it's right. And I think they're trying to build that into their schemes so that they can create potentially a more dynamic game. But I agree. I don't think it works. I don't think Drummond needs to be like focusing on his three. He needs to be focusing on how to back down.
You're 6'10" to 7'1". It's easier for you to just dunk this damn ball compared to shooting a three. You know,
it's a high percentage.
Guards that can do that.
So my thing is, okay, develop your post game, your mid-range jumper, and your free throw, because if you're down in the paint like that, you're probably going to be, because you're shooting high percentage shots, you're going to be contested a lot more physically, which means you're going to get fouled. So if you're learning how to shoot better, shoot fucking free throws better. Yeah. I want to see you.
And Ray Allen talks about that. He said every time I shoot, I start
my favorite fucking player.
Is because it helps me get my form where it needs to be, and then now I'm shooting with more legs because I'm shooting the three.
Like even like Clay Capella, right? You got a Euro step down, but you ain't got to jump up.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you Euro step, you fucking 7 feet.
Right.
Hey.
Like, it's like, look, I have no issue with people expanding their game. Like, you should want to do that. But I just feel like you and whoever these trainers are, you're working with them on the wrong things.
Stuff, yeah.
Like, you should have, I mean, it's like if you learn how to make music, right? Why you trying to be fucking Kid Cudi, but you can't even write a regular 16-bar verse?
True.
I feel like learn the basics of something first and then move out and try to do more and more and more.
We
and
would
more
have
and
no.
more.
We would have no Old Town Road if it wasn't for someone learning how to
No.
Kid
Look,
instead of rap.
but real quick, I guarantee you, if you tell Lil Nas X write a 16,
He probably can.
He can write the fuck out of a 16.
He has songs before.
No, I know.
Yo, low key, he being sued for $25 million by Bobby
Caldwell.
Bobby Caldwell, you wrong.
Why?
Fuck, bro.
Yo, Bobby Caldwell.
For a song that he put on SoundCloud where he sampled some shit.
Come on,
That's
G.
crazy.
No,
It's not even nothing that was dropped on the record label.
But he
Some
really
old-
no. But Bobby Caldwell is suing Sony. He's not suing Lil Nas X. He's suing Sony because Sony was aware that the song exists, let it stay up, didn't try to clear it, knowing that because Old Town Road was the longest or one of the longest running singles in the history of music, that people were gonna look into Lil Nas X.
That's
They were gonna go to his
$25 million
SoundCloud.
in damages. Hell no.
Look, if I'm Bobby Caldwell's lawyer, I'm gassing him and I'm we can get 25 mil. This little motherfucker is making so much money right now, and people are looking at.
You know what I'm saying?
How many-
do good though.
How many? How many? I want to know. I want to know how many plays that song had last year, or when it first dropped versus.
It dropped in December. Or some
Okay,
shit.
so how many plays did it have? How many plays did it have in
I see what
December
you're saying.
versus now?
Yeah.
Guarantee you, when Lil Nas X goes out and performs, he may not perform that song, but he's performing other songs that are on his SoundCloud. That man is making money. He's making so much money. I'm not saying Bobby Caldwell
I guarantee
is
you,
old.
Lil Nas X this year will not clear $25 million.
Are you kidding me?
And he's not gonna clear $25
With
million.
the single?
No, he's
Maybe not him, but the label might.
No, G, it's not worth $25 million in
So if he
damages.
loses $25 million, he's hurt.
If he asked for $2 million in damages,
between shows, streams,
let's settle out at
between shows,
$250,000. But
streams,
$25 million.
Yo, between shows and streams and possibly merch and licensing, I think he possibly could.
Is he selling out shows?
That's
like
bullshit.
that
I'm
for
sorry.
one song?
I don't. He's
That's
not selling out
bullshit.
arenas, but he's got appearances and shows. That's still bread.
That's bullshit. Somebody sampled one of Pavy songs and one of their other songs go platinum. I'm not gonna say Pavy. You should sue him for $25 million because his other song that ain't got nothing to do with this song went platinum.
You know what
like
country,
what?
You know what country you live in?
I know what country I live in. That don't mean it ain't bullshit. It's still bullshit.
But guess what?
It's still bullshit.
We are the most
still
abrasively
bullshit.
pull up.
Bullshit.
We will pull up. This is America. We will say, yo,
I heard the song.
You owe me 25,000. 25 million.
And Thriller is still better than Michael.
If a judge says you do, shit. If a jury of my peers says you do,
that shit
you fucking do.
That shit weak. They gotta refrain that shit.
Hey,
take that shit to Congress.
when you decide you want to sue somebody, I hope you get 25 million. I'll be with you trying to get 25 million.
Shout out to the homie I Am Graham Vlogs for donating. He said, "Do we want to talk about Ryan West leaving the Lakers? He was the Lakers personnel trainer.
I low key gotta use the bathroom too.
Ryan West.
Damn, G, this how y'all feel about this question?
Wait, hold on, I'm saying the Lakers personal trainer left.
He's like the director of their personnel staff. He
is
left
he
the
related
team.
to Jerry? That's the only thing that's major to me. If he's not related to Jerry,
I don't know.
People get fired.
I don't care about that.
He was there last.
I don't think he got fired.
He related to Kanye.
He left.
Kanye West.
No, he's not. He's a white guy. I don't think he. I think he left. According to this report, he left.
Like what's
he left after 10 years. He just wanted to know what we thought about it.
After 10.
I mean, should we? I don't know what.
He's a director of player personnel.
Does that mean like what does that title mean?
I don't know. I mean, he was. Oh, I'm sorry. He's the son of Jerry West.
So it's Jerry West's son.
Yeah, he's Jerry West's son. He was hired as a scout in 2009.
All it tells you is that Jerry West is never coming back to the Lakers.
Yeah,
that's
Jerry
all.
West is not fucking with the Lakers.
Yeah, he's not messing with his son. Get your ass out. Probably give him a job.
The Clippers, like, yeah, he just not fucking.
Other than that,
Jerry West is trying to like overtake the city. I feel him.
Damn, the Clippers and the Warriors made Jerry West very, very mad. The Warriors supposedly made him really mad when they like.
Yeah, what the fuck you mean? I built this whole shit like, y'all was gonna trade Clay for Kevin Love.
Yeah,
and I told you no.
No.
And now you don't want to pay me because you think you can get somebody cheaper. All right, build this motherfucker
Kevin
again.
Love's still a Hall of Famer.
Oh, I guess they said
who was gonna play defense, G? Who was gonna take all step backcourt assignments when he did the point in that motherfuckers? Who was gonna take that man?
I mean, I might put Draymond at the 3.
You was gonna lose a lot of games.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna lose a lot of games.
I put Draymond at the 3, Kevin Love at the 4, Steph at the 1. Go find a 2.
Hey, what do y'all
in the center? We got Bogut.
What do y'all feel about
in the center? We got Bogues. No, back then they said have Bogues.
You're getting worked out.
Nah, not really.
You're putting Draymond at 3. You're getting worked out. We're doubling the shit out of
This
stuff.
motherfucker came back. I thought I killed it earlier. But yeah, man. I guess this is close to the end. So shout out to you, bro. Thanks for coming.
No,
through.
yeah, man. Thanks
You're
for
welcome
having me.
back anytime.
Yeah.
You got to come back through before the season starts. Shut that door, please.
One real quick question. So, what was it like playing with Russ in high school?
In high school,
did you know?
Nah, to be honest.
Man said, did you know?
Cause when I first met him, you know, he was a short. We didn't think he was gonna be tall. His parents are really short, so it was just like he could always hoop. So he was a freshman. I was in 8th grade, and you know he was at Lou Zinger playing. He averaged like 30 on the freshman team.
Oh,
but, you know, that's still crazy.
No, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Don't like the mean 30 on
No,
the freshman team.
It's crazy, but we weren't sure until that senior year when he just broke out, averaged like 27 a game. But even then, he wasn't athletic. He just did it because he was so skilled. You know what I'm saying? And he just when I knew that he was about to be crazy is after his freshman year at UCLA. Like, we would do open runs at our high school, and he came back, and this dude was windmilling and doing crazy-ass dunks that we had never seen him do, and that's when I knew, like, with his game already, and now he's this athletic, like, first step is even crazier. Like, no way anybody going to, be able to deal with him.
Fair.
That's dope, man. So, shout out to our special guest. Go ahead, get your plugs in, man. It's been Hoops and Brews.
Yeah, Steph on IG, SROWE812. Yeah.
Mykell PG on IG, Twitter. Make sure you guys check out my shows. Courtside Radio, representing the Good News Sports, and then don't at me with Mykell and Alex, man.
Don't at me, dog.
Working on a lot. Just this week, I had 2 interviews for Don't At Me that we had at guest Clipper Darrell and Rob Parker, FS1. So grinding, dog.
Shout out to you, man. Much respect. Thank you for coming through. Always been a huge supporter. As always, your boy TPJ. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at Real TPJ. That's REELTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. As always, it's been Hoops and Brews. Don't drink and drive, motherfucker. If you are under 21 or 18 in Canada, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. And if you're over 21 or 18 in Canada, make sure you drink responsibly. As I said, call an Uber, Lyft, whatever it is. Call your auntie. Call your cousin Craig. It don't matter. Don't drink and drive. As always, the show co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavy, who just dropped a brand new project. Go ahead, talk to the people.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. Also, Pavverse Volume 2 is out now. It's on all streaming services. Like, literally, thank you, I appreciate it. It's on all streaming services, like all of this shit. It's like, it's even on SoundCloud and Audio Mac if you don't have any streaming services. So make sure y'all go get that. And yeah, the Pavverse Explained podcast. Make sure y'all check that out. Got a new episode about open relationships.
Yeah, make sure y'all watch Sparklight. You check that out.
And watch Sparklight.
It goes up once every week. Make sure you check out Sparklight. The WNBA season will be coming to an end in the next couple months as we get it ready to reboot for the new NBA season. So make sure you check it out.
Might go the distance.
Follow him. Make sure you check out the show. Also check out my show as well. It's called The New Show in LA. It's all Clippers talk, Clippers basketball. I think I might bring Pavy on as one of my guests soon if he wants to come on so we can talk some Clippers basketball. He could come into the corner, and talk basketball, Clippers basketball. So thank you guys. We appreciate it, and we'll get up with you all next week. Shout out once again to the Black Sensei for donating to us during our live stream, as well as I Am Grand Vlogs. We appreciate both of you all for your support. Shout out to everybody else that's been watching this, that will listen to this on Dash Radio, as well as on YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, wherever else you might catch us. We appreciate it. Follow us at Hoops and Brews, and we'll get up with y'all next time. Peace out.